A money bill can be introduced in Lok Sabha only with the prior recommendation of the President of India. Why this provision has been made? Hello everyone. As per the Constitution of India, there is a provision that a money bill can be introduced in Lok Sabha only with the prior recommendation of the President of India. This provision is not applicable for any other ordinary bill. One should understand why this provision has been made. The reason is that the President of India is also head of other constitutional authorities like the Supreme Court, Election Commission, Comptroller and Auditor General, UPSC, and such other constitutional authorities. These constitutional authorities are pillars of democracy in terms of Ambedkar. And the functioning of these constitutional authorities is the reason why the Indian democracy continues to thrive and survive. Generally, the constitutional authorities may not be working hand in glove with the executive, that is the Council of Ministers. For example, the Supreme Court might find fault with the decisions of the Government of India. The Comptroller and Auditor General may find fault with the expenditure proposals that have been made by the Government of India. So in such cases, the Government Election Commission may conduct free and fair elections instead of subjugating itself to the executive. In all these cases, the executive may be angry with that of or unhappy with the functioning of these constitutional authorities. The grant of budget to the constitutional authorities and other authorities is the responsibility of the executive. So when there is a animosity between the constitutional authorities and the executive may tend to not grant the money required for the successful functioning or proper functioning of these constitutional authorities. In that case, their functioning is completely stifled. These constitutional authorities' expenses are termed as charged expenditure, which are first defrayed from the budget of the Government of India. The rest of the executive agencies get their money in form of demands for grants which are voted. So, when the granting of money is done by the Finance Ministry or the executive, this animosity between the executive and the constitutional authorities may lead to depriving the constitutional authorities the suitable amount of money that is required. In that case, the constitutional authorities may not function. It is the obligation of the President of India to preserve, protect and defend the Constitution of India. In this aspect, when the President gets the money bill to see whether the demands made by the constitutional authorities are met by the executive or not, the President has the privilege of refusing to recommend the money bill's introduction in the Lok Sabha. In such case, what happens is the Lok Sabha cannot discuss the money bill. That means there is no resources available for the government to function and leads to the collapse of the government. It is this recommendation that is enabling the President of India to ensure that successful functioning of the constitutional authorities and thereby the successful functioning of Indian Democratic Republic.